All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here and welcome back to the channel. So getting to take a look today at these Farr and Swit diverse watches. These came into the channel via Bob up at TimeToGo Travel and Timepieces, and they're going to go to Chris Marshall at Marshall Time after they're here on the OFD channel. Really excited to take a look at the watches. They've got some great specs, and I'm lucky that I actually get to look at both models. These are the Seaplane Automatic from Farr and Swit. The stainless steel model here on the left-hand side is the Day Trip. The black PVD version is the Midnight Landing. Now, both the watches have same specs outside the color differences that you see there on the watch as far as the case goes. Other than that, the watches are both exactly the same. These are 42mm cases from side to side. You've got 50 lug tip to lug tip. They come in at 12.6mm of thickness on the watch, and they both have 22mm lug openings. Now, the great specs are wonderful, but let me tell you that one of the other great things, these watches are designed and assembled in Chicago. So right here in the good old US of A, they put these watches together. They have a 1-year warranty standard, 2 years if you register the watch. But the great thing is if you do have a problem with one of these watches, they're going to go back to the place that put them together. And that's always a really nice thing. I've had friends that have recently had watches go out on repair from, companies built them overseas. They use repair facilities here in the US. And it can be a real pain and a really long time to get your watch fixed. Usually when they're manufacturing here in the United States, that's not the case. You get them fixed quicker. They're working on their own watches, and that's always a good thing. They also package, the packaging, I don't have it here in front of you, but the packaging is also done in Florida, so also here in the United States. So jumping into these watches, guys, I'll get them both up here in front of the camera. Now, like I said, specification-wise, they're pretty much both the same. I'm actually going to set the black one down, and we're going to take a look at this one right off. Now, the dial on these watches is really cool. Pull it off the pillow and show you the dial a little bit closer here. You can see you have the wave pattern down below, just, splitting the dial there at the 9 and 3 o'clock position. And then they've got the star patterns up here just below 12 o'clock. It's really nicely done. Farr and Swit written there just below 12 o'clock with their logo in the center. Beautiful blue style sword hands on this watch, full of superluminova. Down below you have the Seaplane, because this is a Seaplane automatic, and then it lets you know that it is 330 feet or 100 meters. Now, I know some people might have a bit of a problem with a 100-meter dive watch, but really, guys, that's 330 feet, and ISO specifications are actually 100 meters. So this really can be a watch that you take pretty much doing anything down to 330 feet, which anything below that, you're going to be a professional diver anyways. The bezel insert is ceramic on this watch. It's fully loomed. It also has a sapphire crystal over the top of it. Main crystal, of course, is sapphire on the watch with an AR coating on it. 120 click on the bezel, and I must say that it lines up really well and has really nice action to it. Now, I'll get it back in position. I wanted to show you the way the bezel meets the case. I think it's done just really well. It has a nice slope down to it, and it really matches up the case nicely. It's not protruding, it's not obnoxious, it's not sticking out, and the grooves are right where they need to be, and they work very well. Most of the case is brushed, as you can see here. Actually, all of the case is brushed. No signature on the crown, but I like the rounded off crown. Big, really nice crown guards that actually are going to protect that crown as they need to. And taking a look at the bracelet or the strap on the watch, you've got a nice clasp assembly here, done really well, actually. Leather on the backside of this. I do believe this is a sailcloth material here. You can see beating along inside of here is the Sellita SW200. That's a 26 joule high beat movement, 28,800 vibrations per hour. And it's a really good movement. About 38 hours of power reserve on that movement. Lets you know the Farr and Swit brand there on the back, everything you need to know. Limited edition, so they're only making 500 of each colorway, so this is number 55 of 500. The Farr and Swit logo there on the inside of the strap, really nicely done. I forgot to mention the second hand on the watch, really cool with that little hole there. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab the black version, bring that up here to show you guys. Now, like I said, all the specs are the same on the watch, but this is PVD coated. This is the Midnight Landing, and it really is a great looking piece. I think of the two, I actually prefer the Midnight Landing. I don't know. They're both really, really good. The day trip looks great too, but something about the midnight landing, the black PVD coated case, it looks really well. Also, you know, nice 120 click bezel, locks in really good. With the Sellita 200, SW200, I should say, of course, you get a date window over here at the 3 o'clock position. So we'll go ahead and pause it, get this watch on my 7-inch wrist, and let you guys check it out. I really, really think they did a nice job about that. We'll talk about the pricing here also once I get it on my wrist. All right, so 42 millimeters, always a good size on my 7-inch wrist. Coming in at 50, lug to lug, it doesn't slop over, and 12.6 millimeters of thickness is really nice on this case also. Keeps it slim, 22 millimeter lug openings for strap changes. I didn't mention yet, but these watches, he also partners with Barton watch straps out of Texas. So they also provide their quick release silicone straps, which always include a longer strap for those with bigger wrists. I think that's a great option to have on these watches. So they're really, really nice looking watches. Let me throw this one on the other wrist and we'll do a comparison here and show you guys what these look like. Now that one's not really adjusted to me, but you can see good looking pair of watches there from Farr Swit. First time I've ever done a double wrist shot, guys. So, all right, let me pause it. We'll get this watch off my wrist. We'll get some light on it and check out the lume. I think it's going to be pretty impressive. All right, guys. Well, I was going to try to do the Batcave lume shot, but I've got neighbors barbecue and it's kind of noisy out back there. So, guys, I just shut off the lights and you can see this watch glow. I'm going to hit it with a different light this time. This is the Fiatchi 1200 lumen flashlight. I did a review of this light actually here on the channel, but man, very impressive. Now, this is BGW9 grade A EF, I do believe they call it. So probably RC Tritech lume on this watch. And man, it looks really, really good. So you're going to get incredible lume and a great looking watch here from Farr Swit. Now, the pricing, the PVD model is available for $649 at the website. I'll leave that detail below. And $629 for the day trip. So a little bit more for the PVD code case. But guys, remember, you're getting a watch that is designed and built here in the USA, which I really support. And I think that's a great thing to have. You know, any problems you have or anything you want to have done to the watch, it's going to be done right here at home. So, all right, guys, Farr Swit watches are really great. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.